Well, makers are making changes at the University of Lethbridge. The Agility and Adaptive Tech program at our local university campus is a student-centered program with a focus on innovation and social, economic, and political impact, including the entrepreneurial spirit, which is always exciting. And we love to talk about it. And to talk more about the builds, tools, and minds involved in this creative zone, we're joined by two students from the U of L. We've got Lyndsay, Stevenot, and Carlie, Hudson, who are both winners of the Adaptive Technology RBC Award. And then we also have Kevin Roelofs joining us, also from Lethbridge, and he is the coordinator of the program. So welcome all of you to Bridge City News. Great to have you on.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Okay, so firstly, for the students here, congratulations to you two for winning the award. Maybe tell us about it. And what did you do to get recognized exactly? How did you win this RBC award?
Sure. So for the RBC Agility Award, Kevin actually came to our classroom and did a little presentation and speech, which kind of sparked our interest in what the Innovation Zone is and what they do here. So we found out that they were hiring. So it was like any other job interview process. We sent in a resume and a cover letter, and then we got an interview, which was extremely exciting. And now we're here. So.
Okay, and you won a bit of money?
We did. We actually won $2,500.
Okay, well, the money is always great, especially when you're a student, and you were mentioning you're third-year students, so you're undergrads still. So I'm sure that money will come in handy. Do you just kind of put it back into your studies?
You can really do anything you want with it once you get it. So
that's okay. I love that. Okay, so Carlie, what's your field of study exactly, and how does the Adaptive Tech program help you as you advance through your years at the university?
Sure, great question. So I am in therapeutic recreation, and we work with a variety of different individuals that have different disabilities, conditions, illnesses. So this adaptive tech program really helped me in figuring out ways that I can make life a little bit easier for these individuals. So building switches for individuals who have lower dexterity in their fingers. And so yeah, it really helped me, and it actually really helped me also write papers. So giving me a little bit more of a knowledge base.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what else could you ask for as a student, right? Okay, and then Lyndsay, how about for yourself? What are you working towards while you're at the U of L?
So I'm also in the therapeutic recreation degree program, and like Carlie had said, we work with people with disabilities, and basically we use recreation as a form of therapy for them. So we're constantly working with different recreation activities, trying to find a way to have them participate in it and adapt it if needed. So this program has been very helpful in that sense of seeing how things can be adapted to help individuals with the disabilities.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. Are you working on any kind of a specific project right now?
I am actually. They have a newer type of student project program with our schooling, and it's doing an adaptive tech assignment where we have to decide and create something to help a person with a disability. So currently right now I am working on trying to adapt a handle for a kayak paddle for an individual with cerebral palsy who maybe doesn't have the grip strength to hold on to the kayak paddle. So it's just a way to have their hand either rest into this little handle so they can move their arms with it, or have it so that it just helps secure their hand to the kayak paddle a bit more. And then there's a couple other students who are also doing this project as well, and they're coming up with their own different types of ideas. And one of them was for an individual who has trouble opening their hands. So their hands are kind of gripped like this, and it's really hard to get their hands into gloves. And they're a farmer, and so of course, working outside, they constantly have to wear gloves and protect their hands that way. So she is trying to work on a way to adapt that, and either thinking of putting a zipper down the middle, or on that you can open up the glove more to stick your hand in, so that he doesn't have to try and extend his fingers as much. And then there's a couple of
Yeah, and of course, like being in southern Alberta, I mean, we're right in the ag sector here, so that's just perfect. And then I love your idea for the paddle, because being a kayaker myself, you know, I can just imagine, and it's something we don't think about, that there are people that can't take part in these activities, and a program like this and students like you are really going to help them out, absolutely. And I understand also that there are partnerships with Alberta Health Services for this. Can you tell us about some of these partnerships?
Yeah. So we had Alberta Health Services come on into the innovation zone. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
And it is a makerspace that we have students come into to play around and learn how to build, how to ideate new technologies, how to maybe even plan an entrepreneurial effort they want to get going. So we work with Alberta Health Services to implement our tools to make low-tech assistive devices to increase daily quality of life. So basically, I was telling you about that seatbelt depressor tool.
Yeah, maybe talk about that a little bit so that our viewers understand it.
Yeah, all right. So I drive a Subaru, and so I can open my seatbelt no problem. And sometimes it's just, I'm wearing a jacket and I might need a little bit extra length to depress my seatbelt. So this thing is just a little handle like this, where you handle it with one hand and it depresses your seatbelt. So you get out a little bit easier. I wish I had it, but they all were taken from us and used. And yeah, and then Lyndsay's working on that kayak paddle holder. And we are also working with Adaptable Outdoors. They're a nonprofit charitable organization that gets people with mental or physical disabilities out into the wilderness. So we can then take her paddle adapter and give it to someone that actually is using it on the water that day. And then re-innovate it to make it better for someone else. So yeah, we have more than one group we're working with that helps people with disabilities. And if you're a paddler yourself, you can come check out and volunteer and actually see us in action.
Oh, I would love to do that. And I mean, I can just hear how much this will benefit members of the community, 100%.
And one thing I know about having a disability is people are more than willing to help. But if you have a way to get out into nature and then have volunteers help you, it grows a group, it grows a community, and it makes you feel better inside. It turned my life around and actually changed the direction of my life.
Oh, that's incredible. And then for you students, how has this adaptive tech program or the pillars of agility, how has it impacted your education?
So education-wise, this has actually impacted me very well. I'm losing my words, but so this program has, like I mentioned before, has really helped me in my studies. And really helped me in my field of practice. I have now more to talk about with my clients and my teachers, and I'm very happy that I can actually share this knowledge within my field of practice because it's all very new. So I'm kind of, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, would you say that your time with the adaptive tech program has taught you more of how to think and how to create something?
Of course, of course. They really, really encourage creativity here.
Yeah.
So
It sounds
have
like it.
Yeah, we have 3D printers. We're constantly printing new and innovative objects, and it's crazy around here. We have sewing machines. You can build whatever you want here. So yes, it has definitely impacted my creativity.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you guys are basically inventors. So if I were to come down to your lab, what kind of, I mean, you mentioned sewing machines and 3D printers, but what kind of tools would I be seeing you working on?
Right now, you would see us be working mainly on soldering irons. The students, anyway, me and Lyndsay, we are preparing for our next Makers Making Change event. So we're soldering things and 3D printing, and I think that's mainly what we're doing right now. So.
That's incredible. It sounds like Santa's workshop, only with, I guess, adaptive toys. It's pretty cool. Okay, so maybe tell us about the Makers Making Change and Makers Making Change build events.
Sure, yeah. So we have an upcoming Makers Making Change build event on the 23rd, and we are going to be building dice rollers with everybody. So I have one here. So these are the dice rollers. This is a 3D printed base, and then the dice are in here, and this is the button. And when you press that, the dice jumble around. And so that's what we're working on building for our next event. And all of our designs come from the Makers Making Change website. So we get students, it's open to the public from 6 till 8, and we get them this base comes in multiple different parts. So they build everything from stripping the wires to soldering to gluing things together, all to make this dice roller. So it's really exciting.
That's so cool. The first thing I think of when I look at that is, in Las Vegas they have the big ones that jumble the dice around, and I guess it's for like craps or something. So that's the first thing I think of. So, I mean, this could help somebody. I mean, we're talking about kayaking, we're talking about getting out to nature, but some people like to go to the casino and do some gambling, right?
Exactly. It's really for anything you want it to be for. It's for board games, card games, anything.
No, I love that.
We also have made a card holder that you can put your cards in, and you can pick them out if you can't hold a bunch of cards in your hand. So we can get you playing gambling games for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. What can you tell us about the Launch Point Pitch competition that's coming up at the end of April, or is that what this was?
That is something from Trailblazing. So that's an entrepreneurial program that runs through Randy Old at the university here. And it's also with Tech Connect now, maybe? Or Community Futures. So you come in there, you learn how to build a pitch deck for whatever entrepreneurial business you're starting. And then that's basically an elevator pitch. So you can get investors to help fund your project going forward.
Oh, I can totally see something like this taking off. I can see one of you going on Shark Tank or Dragon's Den or something. You're so creative. What drew you to this program, and what kind of a career are you looking at having afterwards?
I think for me, it was just seeing all the different things that happen down here. It just seemed so cool and unique. And just seeing how you can adapt things and use them for our future clients that we're going to work with. And honestly, I could see myself taking some of these adaptations and using them in my future career as a recreation therapist. So that's one of the things that kind of really drew me to it, because we do work with so much adaptive equipment.
Yeah, okay, so that's kind of your focus on where you want to go. Did you ever realize that you were so creative when you got into this, or has this kind of helped you along with that?
No, I definitely did not think I was going to be this creative and wouldn't be able to do all this stuff. But being here, they really encourage creativity. No idea is a bad idea. You just throw it out there, you test it out. If it doesn't work, you try something else. And so I've really learned a lot being down here and working in this facility.
Yeah, I'm amazed. It almost sounds like you're engineering students or something like that. I would never have thought. But are you, as students, you're able to build and design your own student projects too?
Yeah, we're allowed to work on anything we want as long as we get the proper training that they provide here. So.
Okay. If viewers or future students want to know more at how they can get involved or find more information, how can they do that?
So they can either come down to the Innovation Zone in the Science Building, or they can also check out the Agility Instagram, which I believe is just ULETH Agility, and they can find some more information there, or possibly on the website as well. You just Google in the Innovation Zone or Agility on Google, you can find the website from there.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing stuff. I can't wait to see all of these toys, so to speak. I call them toys, but they're really, I don't know. You must have another name for them.
Toys.
You do
tools.
call your
Yeah,
tools. Tools. Okay. I mean,
Right.
I can't wait to see these things in action.
Enjoyment implements.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what do the students, what will they take away from participating in that Makers Making Change project or program?
Well, they can just learn a new skill, networking, and an intrinsic value that's through the roof, knowing that you just helped someone down the road enjoy the family game night or something like that. Or paddling, yeah.
Have members of the community actually been able to come in and try these out, these prototypes?
Yes, we haven't seen them come in and try them. They have taken them away and used them at home.
Okay. And what kind of feedback are you getting from the community on this, and from the folks that are actually using the equipment?
Just smiles and a new lease on life in some sense. Yeah, a new level that they can now play with.
I love that. That's such a great note to end on as well. We are out of time, but it's been such a pleasure having the three of you on today. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for your
Thank you.
time.
Absolutely. Kevin Roelofs is a coordinator of the Adaptive Technology program. Lyndsay, Stevenot, and Carlie Hudson are both students in the program, and we just can't wait to see what they do in their futures.